As you know, Santa Clarita has a diverse array of nonprofits that do amazing things in our community.
And one such organization is Blue Star Ranch, an all-volunteer nonprofit organization dedicated to assisting veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder.
And here to tell us more about the organization and its inaugural motorcycle poker ride fundraiser is Executive Director Nancy Pitchford-Zhe and co-founder of Blue Star Ranch, John Z. Plus, we have a very special guest here, which makes it kind of hard for us to focus on anything. There's a horse in the studio.
There's a horse, of course. Absolutely. Guys, welcome very much to being on the program.
Thank you so much. It's
Nancy,
our pleasure.
You've got to tell us all about Cooper and how Cooper fits into Blue Star Ranch and being a star that he is.
What we do at the ranch is we provide equine-assisted therapy for veterans with PTSD. We provide it free. That's why we're raising money all the time.
Yeah.
Because the only one who gets paid in our organization is the therapist. Everybody else is volunteer. And Cooper is one of the therapy horses. We have 5 animals altogether. We have Mini Cooper. We have Sammy, who's a mini donkey. We have Mariah, who is my 18-year-old Mustang mare. We have another mare, Mustang mare, Kaylee, she's 10. And we have Quigley, who's about 24. And they work usually 3 of them at a time in a class. And when we work with the veterans, they're in there with, the horses are free. I mean, the horses are not, they're not on, they don't have a halter on, or a lead rope, or they're just running free in the arena. Like if this was the arena, they'd be wandering around free. And they give wonderful biofeedback. Now, the whole idea of working with the horses is because they give that feedback, and because the therapists will use certain exercises and things for them to do with the horses and games and stuff. And what that does, excuse me, what that does is it causes the horses to interact with the patient, and they give the feedback. Now, we never ask them a question like, well, what about this? What about that? Veterans don't want to talk about their service time, okay? So there's a lot of things that get buried, and we want those to come out naturally in a safe environment. Being outside means everything to the veterans. Instead of being cooped up in a room with a therapist, it's like, that's gone, typewriter, or something. They don't do well with that. So being outside and being with the horses is really interesting for them, because some of them have never seen a horse before or been, even next to a horse before they came to the ranch.
And that's a great experience for them. And I feel like, Nancy, you probably had many conversations over a horse like we're doing right now.
Yeah.
So what makes Cooper a good therapy horse?
They're very smart. People don't give them enough credit to horses, especially too, but all animals. They are, horses are extremely intelligent. They are very good at ESP. They read us like a book.
I feel like Cooper knows. He's like, I'm getting compliments right now.
Yes.
I feel good.
They read you like a book, and I always say, if you've ever gone horseback riding, if you've never, gone Griffith Park or something, whoa, easy, whoa, or something, and you've, go ahead, hog the camera.
He's taking all of your camera time.
Hog the camera. The minute you put your foot in that stirrup to get on, that horse knew if you knew anything or not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
Yeah, they know that much, yeah. And when around the barn or whatever, if somebody's not feeling well or whatever, I don't care if it's a volunteer or whatever that day, they'll nursemaid all of us.
Oh.
So you talk about how it's all volunteer and all the money's raised through fundraising. And John, let's talk about this fundraiser that you've got coming up. It's a very unique event that you're going to have. What do you hope will become the organization's signature fundraiser? So tell us about the inaugural motorcycle poker ride fundraiser. When is it happening, and walk us through the event?
Okay, we're doing it on September 14th over at the Moose Lodge on Sierra Highway. We'll be signing up between 9 and 10 o'clock and letting the guys go to the different checkpoints. And we can announce them now.
The checkpoints?
Yeah,
good.
it's we're basing on a poker hand. So you get to draw a card when you start, you get a card at each stop, and at the end, we're having a poker tournament. The one that gets the best hand gets $100. The one that gets the absolute worst, I mean, just a high card, gets 50.
Okay.
So that's kind of an incentive for somebody to show up. Hey, I might win this thing. You know?
Yeah.
And
And the checkpoints, the 3 checkpoints out there will be Jack's Place. It's a restaurant in Leona Valley. The
Cooper knows where the treats are. I think
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what's
I'm afraid he
happening right
does.
now.
yeah, he does.
John has the treat bag,
Yeah,
so he's
under his
like,
left arm there.
stop talking, share.
No.
Yeah. Then we have the VFW at Quartz Hills.
Oh, wow.
And the last one will be River's End. They have a barbecue there.
Okay, be good.
So that's where they'll end up. In between, we'll have some
You gotta be
really scenic riding.
Oh, heck yeah.
And we have alternatives. As one guy says, well, they'll go where they want to because we got GPS now.
Is it 5 cards that they get, or is it 7?
5 cards, 3 on the road, and when they start and when they finish.
Okay.
Oh,
And if they really hate their hand, they can buy 2 more cards, $5 each.
Okay.
So I love the idea of playing poker, but do you need a motorcycle to participate?
She's opened this up. You can do it with the car.
Nice.
And if you really don't want to do that, you can show up
Good boy.
later on,
Get more.
buy the cards, stay for the hamburgers and sodas at the end, and of course
And
the
we're having the
auctions.
motorcycle contest.
Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. The best looking bike. Now, I'm not the judge, she's not the judge, it's going to be the people
Everybody
that
gets
show
to
up
vote
will vote for
On
it.
which bike was their favorite.
Nice.
And we have first, second, and third place trophies.
Thanks
Sponsored
to
by
Russ
Russ
Brown.
Brown, motorcycle
Motorcycle
attorney.
insurance.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they sponsor some stuff in that, so we can do that, and we think that'll be a lot of fun too.
So how did you land on this idea of the motorcycle poker ride? Why was it important for you to put something like this together?
We used to do it with horses.
She used to do it with horses, I used to do it with motorcycles all the time. And fundraising is always a challenge because you get on one good idea and hey, everybody's doing the same thing. And worse yet, the same weekend.
Yeah, yeah,
That's true.
always.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we're
But-
giving this one a try.
We needed a signature event. COVID hit us really hard. And so we're looking, to really push this year and do more fundraising and more stuff.
And how will the money raised help your organization?
The money raised goes to pay the therapist for the sessions, for their sessions with the, and to help feed the horses.
The overhead.
And so it goes straight into, the program itself. The therapy horses and the therapist. And yeah, nobody else gets paid, huh? Only you get paid. I don't get paid.
Cooper gets paid with
Yeah.
biscuits. Can we see? I'm sorry, I want to see
Yeah,
Cooper have a biscuit. Can we get?
Oh
him
yeah,
one?
I mean he's
He's
been wanting
been
it so bad.
well behaved.
He really has
You're gonna
been.
behave, okay? Hey,
Oh,
Cooper.
now he's not even interested.
He's
It interests.
a little too late, guys.
There you go.
Aw, Cooper.
All right, so if people want to get more information about Blue Star Ranch, number one, obviously number two, the event itself, where's the best place for them to go?
They can sign up for the event, on our website at bluestarranch.org. Just go to the top, you'll see events, you'll see Poker Ride there, just click on that. And you can use your credit card and you can, register online. And our website is bluestarranch.org.
And can they show up on the day of the event as well?
course.
Yes, they can
Still do.
also, yes.
And most times, that's
Yeah.
the way it happens. You never know
Yeah.
until the last minute if you're going to have many
Yeah.
show up.
This
We
sounds
pray
like
a lot.
Such, yes, like such
It's
a fun
stressful.
event and
Yeah.
such a good time, and we love having Cooper here. Thank you so much for you guys being here, of course, and for bringing Cooper.
Well, we're delighted that we were able to get him here. Thanks to Linda.
Hey, and thank you for the work that you're doing, by the way, for veterans and everything that's gone through. And thank you for your service, as always, John.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
appreciate you. Steve, please stay with us. We're going to be right back.